Skerries is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Fingal and is a major point of interest on the Dublin Coastal Trail. The town is well known for its striking coastline, stunning views, old world charm, fabulous seafood and wonderful heritage attractions. Skerries' long history and contemporary charm make it a fascinating place to explore and enjoy. The new map boards and information signs are a great amenity to the town, and we are very grateful to Fulcher Island and especially the Dublin team for their enthusiastic support of this initiative and for their generous financial support through the Destination Town Scheme 2020 to 2023. I would also like to acknowledge the huge contribution from our Operations Department in Fingal County Council in bringing this project to fruition. We're also very grateful to the members of the local community who provided their valuable insights and shared their stories, photos and images to help bring the storyboards to life. The information boards highlight the key features and characteristics of this thriving town, as well as also giving a unique insight into Skerries' past, with fabulous photos and images that highlight the importance of fishing and farming to the local community. The islands around Skerries are an iconic feature of Skerries' coastline. St Patrick, Shennick and Colt Islands were the reputed landing points of St Patrick, and centuries later, Viking raiding parties. Also visible is Rockabill Island and Lighthouse, and these are all featured on the coastal information signs.
Heritage is about people, and as a Skerry goat, I'm proud that our heritage is protected and shared by the community here in Skerries. Skerries has a long association with St Patrick, and this connection goes back over 1500 years, principally to the island behind me, known locally as Church Island. This is where St Patrick is said to have landed in the 5th century and founded a monastery. It was the site of a synod of bishops in the 11th century, and in the 12th century was moved onto the mainland by the Archbishop of Dublin to what is still known as Home Patrick. It's where the church and graveyard are still to be seen today, and it's a point of interest along the trail. There are points of architectural interest throughout the town, such as St Patrick's Church and the adjacent Carnegie Library. A major focal point is the monument, which is a scaled-down version of the Wellington Monument in the Phoenix Park. Nearby is Skerries Mills. There have been mills here since medieval times, and it's one of the few places that both windmills and a watermill can be seen together. Towards the entrance of the mills is the Kite Pond, which in my day was a hockey pitch for the convent. It is now a haven for wildlife, particularly herons and swans. Skerries is of course synonymous with the sea and our fishing industry. The harbour was a busy trading port from earliest times and was used in the medieval period, especially if there was a plague in Dublin or Howth. We are lucky to have not one but 2 Martello towers in Skerries. These were built as part of a line of defence against a potential Napoleonic invasion in 1804 and 1805. Since then, they've had lots of uses: Coast Guard stations, homes, cafes, and in the case of this Martello in Red Island, part of a holiday camp. The trail, which is linked to a heritage audio guide and a sculpture trail, is a multi-sensory experience that I hope you will enjoy.
The St Patrick's Way and Art Trail is a collaboration between Fingal County Council's Arts Office with teams in Operations and Heritage and led by our Economic, Enterprise and Tourism departments. It is funded by Fulcher Ireland's Destination Town Scheme. 5 artists from Fingal County Council's Public Art Panel, Atsushi Kaga, Mary Conroy, Benny Riley, Lillian Patode and Marie Farrington were selected to create a series of small-scale public art commissions to enhance the walking trail experience in Skerries. We felt this was a unique opportunity to work with artists who were emerging specifically in their public art practice. Working outside gallery walls can present a very different set of challenges for thinking and making work. To support the process, the artists were provided with mentorship by specialist curator Annette Maloney, and we developed a special residency partnership with the Leitrim Sculpture Centre in Manorhamilton. There, specialist artists and technicians delivered masterclasses on mould making, bronze casting, stone carving and metal and enamel processes, which included advice on how these materials might work in the public realm.
So this work is called Beachcomber Bank. It's a number of objects and items that I found around here on Skerries Beach, which I've had cast in bronze and attached permanently to the walls in this space on the South Strand in Skerries.
I wanted the piece to be part of an existing structure, which is on the bench in this case. I think it's intimate, obviously, because you have to go close to the sculptures to see it. So having more close dialogue with the pieces.
The horizon line was really standing out to me very early on, and that line kind of cutting across the landscape was something I wanted to echo in the work, but then also adding a kind of a playfulness in the curve to guide a path through the space so that when your hand follows it, you're almost drawing along a kind of path in correspondence with the horizon line.
We were in Leitrim Sculpture Centre, and there we discovered and were introduced to a lot of different traditional kind of ways of making. I was really into it, so like for this public sculpture I decided to work with Jackie McKenna and Tim Morris to create the sculptures. It was really hands-on. So lunch break is actually a human as a seagull, as a vending machine. It was trying to create a kind of a creature of sort, blending those elements together, so like the human, the machine and the seagull.
This project has been really lovely because it's different to what I have done before, and it was really lovely to be able to share that experience with the foundry. Mick Wilkins in Cork did the casting for me, so I brought down the cones to him and he did the moulds, and he was really generous with his information. That's the other thing I like about bronze, that it's going to change over time. You know, nothing is static. As permanent as they are, they will change. By this time next year they will probably have changed patination. They might be shiny from people touching them. I think it's going to be really nice to see the interactions that people have on the material over time.
This partnership was in many ways transformative for us and for the artist, and it allowed them to approach the potential of an art trail for Skerries with a new confidence and insight for presenting their work outdoors. As they developed their ideas, the artists undertook extensive local research, which included repeated visits to Skerries. This allowed them to think about how work might integrate into an already breathtaking landscape. Each artist's response is different. It picks up on the feeling or pace of the trail, revealing works that encourage discovery, reflection, rest, enjoyment, and play. All of the things that make Skerries an attractive destination town. We will continue to provide opportunities for public engagement with the works as they settle and become part of the landscape here in Skerries. We've developed a family-friendly map with award-winning illustrator Aoife Dooley, and we continue to collaborate with Skerries Autism Friendly Town to ensure the enjoyment of the art trail is fully inclusive for all of our residents and visitors alike. Additionally, later this year, a new artwork which will honour St. Patrick on the trail will be created by well-known artist Jackie McKenna.
In our recently launched 2024 to 2029 Fingal tourism strategy, our key tourism themes are natural amenities and heritage, arts and culture, recreation and leisure, and food and drink. And it is evident that these are here in abundance in this small corner of North County Dublin. We really hope that the addition of this trail and the excellent map boards will provide visitors and locals alike with a coherent and interesting trail that brings to life the heritage and natural assets of the town. We are confident that the St. Patrick's Trail map boards and information signs will help visitors to navigate the main points of interest and will be a significant driver of tourism and assist us in our vision of increased visitor numbers and dwell time that will result in greater economic benefits to Skerries. Thank you.